This is McCook's Mr. Bilson. Honored to have you here. At the age of 65, looking back over my life, I can see a number of times if I would have invested just a small amount of money, I could be very well to do today. Absolutely. And perhaps even a millionaire. But be that as it may, let's talk about people who lost money because of what they did. I think one of the first I ever talked to was a gentleman here locally that inherited $2,000. $2,000. And he said that ain't enough money to really do a lot with. And so what he decided was he was going to invest it in the stock market, in the penny stocks. A penny stock is anything from 1 penny on up to $5 is considered a penny stock. Well, he got an article and read it and thought that it made some sense that there was a stock out there. It was valued at $1. A year ago it had been valued at 50 cents, so it had doubled its price in 1 year. He said if it does it again, he said, you know, that's 4,000. He said, now I got some money. Okay. So he bought almost 2,000 shares of that stock at $1 a share, minus the commission. And with that purchase, he felt pretty good. But in 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, that company went broke. Went broke. He lost everything. $2,000 gone. Absolutely. Keeping that in mind, another gentleman lost money even quicker than that. He'd went to Las Vegas. He was local, and he'd went to Las Vegas. Well, there he gambled, and in less than an hour he had made $10,000. That's a lot of money. With that in mind, he came back and he said, I know how to beat him. He was so blinded by the hit and the profit that he had made, and greed kicked in. And so he hawked his farm, machinery, anything and every place he could get money, he did. Went back to Las Vegas with almost $1 million. Almost $1 million. And in the same time period of an hour, he'd lost all of it. He lost it all in an hour. Yeah. So broken, he came back home, and the farm that was no longer his, he committed suicide at. Sometimes people can't handle the mistakes that they've made, or blinded by greed to attempt those said mistakes. The worst one, though, I think that I've heard of any amount of money, a gentleman told it, that, and he's very, very well to do in the McCook area and worth many millions of dollars. His daughter at 16 years old, he said he was going to give her $1 million at the age of 21. 16, all she had to do was behave herself till she got to 21. She got $1 million. And then thereafter, he was going to continually give her more money as time went by. And she openly said, I'll never work. And he was going to pay for her college, everything else on the sideline too. But he'd give her $1 million in a trust fund at age of 21. Well, at 16 though, she got pregnant. And he said, if you can't control your own life, I doubt if you'll control money very well or handle it very well. And so he took that $1 million trust away from her. Now I only get it secondhand, but she told her friends that she lost $1 million, and she said the event that caused that lasted less than 10 seconds. And she said it wasn't that cool. It wasn't that cool to commit that and to do that, and the 10 seconds it took, she lost $1 million. So I would advise, if at all possible, use common sense and always lean on the side of caution in your life, and I think you'll be okay. Thank you for your time.